But let's start with the first video by Fibonacci. Let's get into it. The Backrooms hate is a sign of low intelligence. Now, I will say this. I've seen the Backrooms movie a lot of times. It is one of my favorite movies. So, yeah, I understand where this guy's coming from. But yeah, Backrooms hate is a sign of low intelligence. Let's get into it.
Cause last, alright, I'm recording this shit again. Cause last clip didn't have any audio.
Damn.
I didn't have my mic on. Believe it or not, I didn't have this on.
I feel that pain, dude. I feel that pain. You don't know how many streams I've had to scrap because I'm like 30 minutes to an hour into it. I look down at my mic. I look down at this thing, right? And then let's see if it'll turn. You see that green dot right there? I can't tell you how many times I have to scrap my stream because like 30 minutes to an hour into it, I look down and that shit's red.
I just want to make this video to express how angry I am of stupid people that have nothing up here, no thoughts, zero fucking cognitive function up there in the brain. So the Backrooms, right? The Backrooms has been out for millennials, 15 years ago. It was released like 5 months ago or some shit like that. And I know I'm a little bit late, but I need to explain to you guys, to anyone watching this, how stupid people are.
W. Joe
So the
Bart
Backrooms
appearance.
movie has got so much hate for a bunch of reasons. Some of them, like on the top of my head, some guy thought bro, my camera keeps glitching out. What the fuck?
Bombaclat wallahi.
Also,
Wallahi, yeah.
so I'm probably gonna keep this like minimally edited. I'm talking off the top of my dome right now. One guy was talking about the Backrooms should have zombies in it. Bro, what the fuck do you think the Backrooms is? Do you even know what Backrooms is? Have you ever watched a fucking, like a clip, anything? Second, I'm gonna be explaining how TikTok has ruined everybody's mind. Specifically of the people that choose to hate on.
I will say this, actually. He starting off with a great point. When I went to go see the Backrooms movie, I made the grave mistake of going on TikTok before I went to go see the movie. But no spoilers. Like, I didn't get any spoilers. What happened was I would just see a lot of comments of people saying, oh, the movie was ass, it was mid, it wasn't good, it had no plot. What were you expecting, dude? It's a Backrooms movie that the whole point of it is just mindlessly wander around. It's the Backrooms, bro. There's no story, there's no plot. There's no story. There never was a story behind it. The whole point of the Backrooms is to try to find your way out of the Backrooms. So everybody who was saying that, oh, it had no story, what'd you want, bro? Did you deadass want that fucking snake lady with the big ass fucking head and, you know, the long black hair and the pool rooms? Did you deadass expect to see that in the movie? Like, what are we doing, bro? Let's use our brains. Let's lock the hell in.
The Backrooms movie, cause they're just fucking stupid. I'm gonna just be explaining.
Great acting too, by the way. Great acting.
Top of my head, because I'm not a movie connoisseur. I'm not like a movie expert. I'm just a guy that enjoys some movies, and just call it a day right there. Bottom line is, the plot of the movie goes: there's a main character. Well, not really main character. And actually, I don't know if I should spoil it. It's been out for like 5 months. I think people have seen it.
Has it been 5 months already? June, July, August. It's only been 3 months.
I don't know, whatever. I'm gonna try to not spoil it. No, I probably will. I was saying, I'm not gonna try to explain the whole movie. I've explained like, what, 40% of it. I'ma just get to the point here. How the story was built, and keep in mind, this movie was directed by like a 19, 20-year-old. Kane Parson or Kane Pixel. I mixed up the names, but Kane Pixel is basically his YouTube name. Whatever. 20-year-old director built the movie, so already that, just...
Yeah, dude. He's also, yeah, a YouTuber, bro. So he directed this whole movie, and it still turned out peak? Like, what more are we expecting? It's only up from here. Like, this is not his ceiling. It's only up from here. The movies will get better. There's already talks of another one in I think, filming? I don't remember, but the next one is already in works.
Enough of that. I want to mention how people just did not understand how the fuck Backrooms worked in the specific movie and how the context and narrative aligned. Bro, you got this motherfucker saying there should be zombies. Zombies in the Backrooms.
You stupid.
There was already an entity. I think there was maybe maximum two entities. There was Pyro Clark, and there are theories on maybe the bacteria figure, the active still life, or whatever the fuck he's called. But that's all that beside the point. The people hating on it actually do not have a cognitive function in their brain. So these dumbasses talking about, oh, the backrooms didn't make sense, it was too confusing. The backrooms itself, like the theory, the concept, is confusing. It's a whole dimension, it's a whole level of a liminar space that just doesn't make sense to the human mind, or just doesn't make sense in general. And you want a movie of this, you want a movie adaptation of this, want to be some sort of linear story where every single thing every single thing is explained. Like, that's not how it works. That's like, there needs to be room for conspiracies, for mystery.
Yeah, I think he has a good point here. Like I said, the people who were hating on it, just I guess, are TikTok brain rotted. You know, they think of the Backrooms. What they actually wanted, they wanted dreamcore movies. They wanted the like the 7 weeks, 3 days audio. You know, the dreamcore, the pool rooms core, shit like that. They didn't want a Backrooms movie. These motherfuckers didn't know what the Backrooms were. You know, what do you expect from a Backrooms movie? I think this guy's hitting it on the head here, but yeah, I guess
For the overall narrative, it needs to not be logical, because that's what the fucking Backrooms is. And there's some also dumbass, stupid ass hate on how the Backrooms is just not aesthetically pleasing, and it was a slow burn. Slow burn, that's a term the TikTok zombies, the zombie brains have built, and just spam on things.
El
Oh,
Chud.
it took too long. Oh, I don't know, this and that. You have no attention span. I'm gonna cut it to you. I'm gonna give it to you straight here. You just don't have an attention span. I'm sorry to break it to you. Kane Parson, in interviews, has mentioned how he built the backroom specifically. Like the whole movie, everything has a purpose. So from the beginning, if you paid attention,
in the
story
beninging.
and narrative and context all lined up from the start of the movie. So from when Mary had those flashbacks to...
Yo, I'm gonna say this shit. For those who did watch this movie, this upcoming scene, Rudy, what's going on, brother? These scenes right here, when it goes down and down and down, and then the fucking bulldozer smashes through the wall. Oh, I think I defecated in my pants in the movie.
her house, the Backrooms gate. That was a reflection of what was to come. That was basically like a
Yeah,
foreshadowing.
this movie was fire though. Good video. Fibonacci, yo, y'all, go give this dude a subscription. That was a great video, bro.